Man, take two or something like that. Yeah, we do that sometimes. Restart, uh, which sucks when you're just chilling. But I am trying to give an update on my throat. Now, yeah, it looks like I'm having difficulty swallowing. Well, it's just a little uncomfortable. I can breathe fine. I've eaten. Definitely got some stuff going on in my throat. I suspect that I've traumatized my throat with all of the hacking and the coughing, the gagging, and the heaving. Yeah, because right now I'm like kind of sore from top to bottom, kind of sore, like your muscles get sore from when you've run all day. Which I got to stop with the analogies. Sometimes I do some really good analogies. Sometimes my analogies really just like kill the point of what I'm trying to say. Let's try a different light. This is kind of bright. What's we got? Oh, that's nice. I like that. Anyway, yeah, my throat. I've had some times where I've gagged. I went through a bit of it today. Had a bit of it last night. A couple hard sessions. Yesterday at work, I even went through it at lunchtime and was gagging and kind of vomiting a little bit too. Same thing last night, vomited a little bit. And that actually started the night before, I guess, because my throat was tore up. You know, my was tore up from getting hit in the throat with whatever hit me in the throat. Man, whatever he put in that dishwasher is loud. Yeah, that's something getting blown by the dishwasher. Anyway, yeah, so I got hit in the throat and blah blah blah. If you don't know about that, don't know what it was that hit me. I'm not convinced it came out one way or the other. I'm not convinced that it's still in there either. There's been some discomfort. Tonight's been the most discomfort, but after 3 days of having sessions of gagging and vomiting, uh, yeah, I suppose I would be a little uncomfortable. But as far as being bothered by anything in my throat tonight, so far been the best night, and I am thankful for that. I'm not expecting myself to be out of the woods yet. But I do take some comfort and some relief. And why don't I go to the doctor? Well, you can come up with whatever reasons you want on that. And I'm not saying I won't be going to the doctor over this, but I have not went, nor have I made plans to go yet. one day at a time. I'm not bleeding so far anywhere that I can observe. I can still eat. I can breathe. So far, I have not seen any signs of infection. Possible swelling or inflammation. It's been a lot of movement of phlegm and cigarette tar residues and debris, food debris, which is really gross because the other night I ate hot dogs. It didn't all make it to my stomach. And it was a while before it actually come back out of my throat. I haven't had that happen since the other night. But that was when I had my worst fit of heaving and coughing and everything else since this happened. And I'm not convinced that the irritation is even caused by whatever object. I think sometimes it's just the phlegm and tar and whatever else may be in there. You know, because working at the lumber mill there, breathing in sawdust, may have clumps of sawdust that's collected in my throat. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I don't know what kind of stuff I've breathed in my throat and has collected there in the crevices and the nooks and crannies. But I do believe I've shook whatever it was loose. And I believe that's what's caused me my comfort, my discomfort. Yeah. And the reason I don't really talk about it verbally to the people when they ask me to, nor do I care to text about it, it's because I really don't care to think about it. Because when I am being bothered by it, it is so mentally draining. It's really put me out of whack. Really put me out of whack. Man, that thing is loud. It's not normally this loud. He put something in there that's... Kids these days. Alright, there we go. I paused it for a moment, which was good because I was starting to take the effect I was talking about. The mentally draining thing has got me out of whack. Yeah, the whole, mind over matter. When I've been bothered, it's been taking up so much of my mental capacity. It's really caused me to be distracted in my work and through anything else throughout the day while it's going on. Can't hardly think straight because all I'm thinking about is what's going on in my throat and analyzing it. But yeah, it's been mentally draining and it's got me out of whack, and I'm the littlest things of like tonight, just my wife talking to me about random whatsoevers. I began to feel a lot of anxiety. And my throat wasn't even really uncomfortable, but I was so out of whack, I just didn't have it in me and became feeling overwhelmed. And I'm normally not feeling overwhelmed, nor am I feeling, uh, well, I get anxiety, you know, whenever that shit happens, but, normally I'm not even bothered by it. This shit had my heart racing and me having trouble breathing and everything else. Yeah, but that's like the big reason why I don't care to talk about it. It's been so mentally draining to talk about it, it's just mentally draining on top of it. I talked about it really one time today, other than this, with the guys at the shop. And they were both there at the same time, so they got to hear what I had to say. And it took some time because my throat is tired, my lungs are tired, and I am tired. So I just ain't been talking much. And here I am, 12 minutes into this, and my throat is bothering me. The dryness. I do have some milk sitting here. But I think I'm beyond the milk for tonight, and I need to get some water. Because I know last night the milk was no good without the water. Too much phlegm. Wonder how they used to say that in the old English days. Phlegm. 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 Anyway, anyway. Thanks for watching.